Pat Mayo Experience.
Welcome to the Pat Mayo Experience presented by Underdog. This is the round one kinda recap. Well, round one's still going on. It's not going to finish tonight, but we're going to recap it anyway. Look ahead to round two. I'm staring at this leaderboard right now. I see a guy that you said had no chance to win, currently up by 4 strokes.
Not great. Not great. Didn't think that he would be able to hit fairways. He has hit fairways. He's made putts. He's played great golf. Particularly him being in the afternoon wave. Everybody said that was the wave to avoid like death. Well, not so much. Afternoon wave was the scoring wave. I don't know. We'll see. He's not finished yet. Maybe he'll give us 1 or 2 back coming in like Rory did today. But if he doesn't, then yeah, four strokes is nothing to joke at.
Well, Geoff, he is in the bunker on number 7, the long par 3 right now, but just everything's been clicking for him. It's been kind of crazy.
Sorry, I got distracted by the goddamn billboard. Also,
What
on my
billboard?
link to see it, I can't see it, but as a good sport, I just loaded it up just to see what your guys' pretty faces on the YouTube, and just give it a like myself. Something Tim could never do. But Tim looking good, buddy. Holy shit. I mean, I never seen your billboard out. I'm the guy with the McDonald's hat. I'm not hating. I just I like the outfit.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Do you like the hat, or are you going to be mean about the hat again?
I don't like the logo.
See,
I
I
don't
kind of
like
like it a lot. It's
I don't like the
minimalist.
logo.
It's iconic.
Iconic is a stretch for that World Cup logo.
I
Are
think
you watching a lot of soccer, or are
A
you
ton.
just eating a lot
no,
of McDonald's soccer combos?
Have you watched more golf today than you have combined World Cup?
No,
I did.
no, because it's been on for a week, and I think I've watched all of or most of a lot of the games.
Oh, the first round has been suspended due to darkness, so we are done for the day.
Well, they may finish
Perfect
the holes
timing.
they're on.
Well, it was like toasty this morning when they called for the fog. He's like, fuck this, I'm playing the hole anyway.
That way, you can play the practice green before it if he
Well,
finishes.
don't say that to people because then they'll get very upset.
I'd imagine-
Geoff, did you know that?
I didn't know it, but I feel like we've all. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like if you're on the golf course on a slow day and they're not even behind you yet, sometimes you loiter on the putting green, hit some extra putts. I didn't know that's a pro golf thing you were allowed to do, though.
Yeah, I do it at my club if there's like a backup on the
Yeah.
tee and we're like, hey, let's practice out of the bunker for a while, rake everything, get some extra shots in during the round if there's a ton of time to kill. But it's a USGA rule, Tim, not a PGA rule. So I put out that I learned about this because I had no idea that you could just practice
either.
on the greens if you're not holding anyone up in USGA events. I thought the implication when I said it was where this is a USGA tournament, that's where it applied to. I didn't need people to tell me you can't do that on PGA Tour.
So who's got the most holes left? I guess there's still guys with like 8 holes left.
But like competitively, like Rom's got a lot of holes left.
Rom has 5 holes left, I think. I think there's like a bunch like that Icelandic guy. I think he has a ton of holes
venison.
left.
I'm curious whether Clark will try to finish or whether he'll let his ball sit in the bunker. I think he'll probably try to finish the hole.
It might depend on his lie. Because if you can...
It might depend on.
You're supposed to recreate it exactly as you do.
are, but it's... That can be difficult to do in a bunker.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you always can get a little relief, drop it yourself, you could create something. Some guys, it's all like what you want to have your first shot in the morning be, sort of.
Yeah, see, I don't think you want that. I don't think, you got such good vibes going. I think you just hit even if you want to hit it onto the putting green and then mark it and walk off. I think I want to take my pass in the sand before I walk off.
And Clark
I
is still
agree
playing.
mentally it
Clark's still
might
playing. Yeah.
feel better to just make the bogey now instead of starting a long day with a bogey.
Well, again, I don't hate making the shot on the green and then marking and walking away.
Well, I think Clark's going to go tap in this shot that he just hit out of the bunker.
Well, there you have it. Then.
So he's just been unstoppable. And this is what happened last time. Not so much that I think it was Xander and Ricky shot 8 under at LA Country Club, Geoff. And Clark obviously ended up winning, but he won at Quail Hollow, just got hot, and then won the U.S. Open. He won the Bunny Ranch 3 weeks ago, was in the final group last week at the Canadian Open, almost won at Memorial. Like, I didn't think he still had this in him for a course this tough.
I mean, I didn't put him on the no wins list, but I said to Tim, I think he's in too good a form, and history shows us when this guy gets hot, he can kind of loiter. I wasn't smart enough to want to bet him this week, but boy, oh boy, he's in the right town to catch a nice glass of grape, I tell you.
The interesting part is, so I'm kind of pissed that I got talked off of like everyone all week, Jeff. I'm sure you heard it too about the AM wave, like that's going to be the thing. Now, had they let them play in the fog, I bet you the scores would have been better for the AM wave.
Definitely. No question about it.
So I'll just leave the floor to Tim, who was very angry at 8 a.m. And I imagine at 8 p.m. he's still pretty angry about it.
I think it was bad form. Like, I think the USGA protected a course they didn't properly set up. And I think that fog delay went on at least an hour longer than it needed to. And I didn't care for it. I think it was a disadvantage to those guys going out in the morning and had to then end up playing in weather they otherwise wouldn't have. Like, it's an oceanside course. You know there's going to be fog. It isn't the first time there's been fog. Maybe you shouldn't have done to the greens in the morning when it was foggy what you did. I didn't like that. The course then sort of held up until it did in this afternoon, but like, I don't know. The pins were in super easy spots today for US Open. I think they'll be in tougher spots tomorrow. I would expect the lead to back up a little bit when we're talking in 24 hours. But like every now and then, people do get on one at a major. Like the year that Geoff won his roulette bet.
And Keimer won.
Won.
Or when Rory won at Congo. And it was just like, all right, here we go.
Or when Tiger won at Pebble. Like you just get on one and no one can catch you.
Even Woodland kind of ran away with one, but it was Brooks in second. So that just made it compelling.
Well, that did feel a little bit close. He didn't give up the lead. And we kind of thought that he would on that Sunday at Pebble, but it was like
It was never as close as like people felt it could be.
Correct. No, because everyone was just waiting like, oh, Gary's going to make a double here and this is going to get interesting. And then he just played lights out. But like Rose was there. All the names chasing him on that board were really good that you thought that someone was going to make a move, and Woodland just ended up doing it. But taking a look at the BetSperts Golf live stats leaderboard right now, Jeff, if I sort by rank, where do you think that Wyndham Clark ranks for driving this week? Of anyone in the field? And he's not even done yet, so we can still add to this.
I know. Pretty good.
He's 15th in driving. What do you think he is in approach?
6th.
He is 4th in approach and 1st in putting.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, geez, that's the dream.
He's already gained through this round over 4 strokes putting. Like that's just simply not good. And the greens are going to be way different.
They will be.
They're going to be in, as you mentioned, they're going to be in way tougher spots. They set this up for the easiest pins possible because they thought it was going to be a disaster. And honestly,
we never got the wind that the gusts of 40 never came in.
They didn't, but it was windy all day. The problem is he just putted the lights out. Like no one else is better than -2.
That's on the USGA for setting up an oceanside course the day before, putting any stock into wind predictions. Like the way you do it is you just set it up the way you want to set it up. If it gets super windy, then you go ahead and you suspend play because the conditions make it unplayable. What you don't do is try to like outthink Mother Nature on the ocean. Think you can mitigate what it will do. Like there's no way to set up a course.
Impressive round though.
Oh, very much so. We'll see if he can come in clean. He probably will. Maybe he'll give us one, but
he's
still
got 8 and 9, right?
Yeah, and like I don't know how they'll play tomorrow if the wind will shift around, but still a heck of a performance. I think he should be right around even to win this thing at this moment.
So he is not. Do you know? Have you looked at the odds, Jeff?
Not in a while. So I'm actually. You could ask me. I've actually kind of avoided it. Because for a bit during the soccer, I was delayed, so I'd like watch on little extended speed when I'd go back. Yeah, so no, I actually haven't seen the odds in like 3 hours.
What do you think his odds are to win? He is the betting favorite.
350.
He is 350. That is correct.
I'm just good. I swear on Justin's ACL. I had no clue. Yeah, just did the math on what him having a 4-stroke lead. Who's second? Rory, right?
It's Rahm.
DJ.
No, it's not DJ. It's Rahm.
DJ.
Rahm, Fitz, Rory, Scheffler, Bryson, Ludwig, Tommy, then Dustin. Then Henley. It was just quietly, I believe, at even par.
Yeah, Henley's at even. I'm annoyed. if this round was available this afternoon, I wish we were looking at Neiman or Henley with that score of Wyndham's. So I'm jealous.
Well, Henley went
I'm
full.
just jealous.
Henley went full Goddard. Every time that he played well and put together some birdies, he just instantly gave them back.
Yeah.
Don't let Chris Goddard ever play a par 3 again, Jeff. It did not go well today. He was +5 on the par 3s.
Yeah, it's a tough scene. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel silly about how a lot of things played out. But Wyndham, I mean, he's got a 4-stroke lead. There's other guys in that wave. They're not at 6 under.
And as we were noticing and watching the broadcast, if you look at that leaderboard, it's all guys who've won the U.S. Open, basically, and a couple other major winners hanging around there, and Stevens.
And Ryder Cup.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, and Ryder going to make another birdie.
If you're looking at it like I am on the USGA official scoring page,
lots of trophies.
They've got a lot of trophies. Holy crap! Yeah.
Who do you think has the best chance to make the move here? Is it Fitz and Rahm? And Rory, I guess?
I would pick
Yeah.
Rory.
I mean, I think I'm naive enough to just roll with the odds boards. Fitz and Rahm. Maybe Woodland. DJ was such a fun story too, and I usually just bet U.S. Opens by trying to bet guys like Dustin Johnson.
Honestly, the weather delay, or the night darkness, good for Dustin. He'll regroup. He'll get back at it tomorrow. Might have another birdie or so to come in, be second place. Bryson played pretty good golf today. Bryson is right in the hunt. If he can just play his game and hit a few more approach shots closer, Bryson is in the hunt. But like at this point, I know it's one round, but like it is indeed Clark's to lose. He may lose. He may very well lose it. It doesn't take much of a misstep to put a double bogey up on the board here, and he can be erratic off the tee when he's.
I don't think it's his to lose,
but I do think it's his to lose. But that doesn't mean he won't lose it. Now, the only other way it's not his to lose if just Shinnecock takes it from him, like they did to Dustin like the last time.
He hasn't even finished his first round. Like
I know, but
I won't even be. You guys have a tee time in the morning?
No,
I do. Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like if I got an early tee time too, if I hear Wyndham's through like 7 or 8 holes and he's up 5 or 6, then yeah, maybe at that point I'll be like, okay, this now might feel like his to lose. But if he goes in tomorrow and like ends Friday in 3rd place, like that's shocking. Like no. So I'm not at the it's his to lose stage yet at all.
Yeah.
Has Michael Kim tweeted his thoughts on the day? I haven't looked. He had a nice day. Has he given us any feedback?
Not really. No. Just he said that there was one hole where I think he went driver 4-iron and like barely got to the green on a par 4.
He was caught in the fog delay.
He was I think was he caught in the fog delay?
Or he was certainly delayed. Was he supposed to be out in the morning?
Everyone was delayed.
He was supposed to be out in the morning, right?
He was, but I don't think that he was on the course because he played with Koivu.
Okay.
And how did Tim enjoy watching him for the first time?
Well, all Tim did when we were watching the show was be mad at every other amateur who was making birdies because that's not the guy that he picked.
He sent me a message that he would be disgusted. He's like disgusted by this amateur success by all these players.
Well, I said this to Jared too when I came in. I said, if an amateur that isn't Koivu wins, like that's going to be devastating. Jared said, but you picked an amateur to win. They will give you lots of credit because you picked an amateur to win anyway. I said, oh, no, they won't. There won't be one drop given to me for that.
You would accept that credit?
Of course I would.
You know, like a lot of times people are giving you credit just to make you feel good, even though they like know you probably don't deserve it.
If you don't think I'm here to accept pity credit, you're very mistaken. I will take it. I want it.
Was there how much of it did you? Because you're not a big first round watcher, Jeff. But
I was real fascinated though.
Okay.
And yeah, sometimes Tim will bully me. I actually watched way more in earlier today because there was the long fog delay, but I was more so than the Masters. I was hyper curious how this course was going to play today.
And it was
I was
super
watching
tough.
Rory make those. I was watching when Rory eagled. early.
Tim has some thoughts about the Rory Eagle, don't you?
Like, they made it sound like the world's greatest accomplishment.
I agree.
He hits this ball and then he goes, Rory hasn't made an eagle at the U.S. Open since the first round of 2017. It's been 9 years since he made an eagle. And then he made it, and they kept bringing it up. It was like, okay, he made an eagle on a hole that people are taking 9 irons and 8 irons in. Like, it's not the world's greatest accomplishment. Like, good for him, he made an eagle, but like, come on. Like, it just wouldn't stop. It's like, I don't need to hear I actually had to mute my TV. I couldn't listen to it anymore.
Really?
I just, you mentioned it once, that's enough. And like, that's enough. I don't need to hear anymore.
Well, so was there anyone that you saw on the course, Geoff, that you thought that they were playing better than what their score was, that they could have a chance to go on a run here? And I don't know if there's going to be as many birdies available tomorrow, because the greens are going to be faster, it's going to be firmer, it's not going to be as windy, so they're going to put them in tough positions. That a couple of the guys that putted really well today or were trying to stick it by pins might fall back trying to do that again, because those balls are just going to skip off the green. Like, even on one, guys were getting balls to spin behind the hole and getting it to stay there, which is just not going to happen the rest of the tournament.
I was kind of impressed by Tom Kim, despite a double bogey on a par 5.
Corey Connors is getting around nicely today too.
Well, for every 2-foot putt he missed, Canada scored a goal in soccer.
That's about the ratio. And Burns played good golf today too. He just got caught in a couple of spots. Did you see Hatton when he hit it on the beach today, Geoff, and slammed his club?
I love that guy.
Yeah, I figured you were all about that.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, the course was playing really tough and was really defending itself in what we thought was going to be the slightly earlier and easier conditions. And then, 4 o'clock rolls around and the course just laid down and guys were just ripping it apart. And I did not see that coming. And the USGA didn't either, which is why, again, I don't think they set this course up very well today. So,
but there were a lot of guys like, DJ and Wyndham made 4 birdies in a row. We did see guys like Victor playing golf at the same time, making 4 bogeys in a row.
That's true of any major you're in. The thing is, like, the USGA just, I hate to be a broken record with this, but I just don't trust them to properly set up a golf course.
Well, it does seem like this pocket got the best conditions for scoring because they're all at the very top of the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Like, they're all playing together and they're all within like 3 tee groups of each other. Putting the best players in that spot ended up being the big advantage today.
It was.
But that could be they might get the worst of it tomorrow.
They might, and we don't, and that's the thing. Like, because this course is where it is, the forecasts are of only a slight bit of use. Like, goodness knows what it could look like, and we don't know.
Did you like Ricky's outfit, Geoff? I thought it was nice.
Go without the shoes. It feels like Adidas and Nike are doing these pinks. Everyone's wearing pink shoes in the soccer too. It seems.
I liked Hidalgo's outfit.
Hidalgo and his mini putter.
His mini putter and his very, very loud shoes. I was a fan of that.
Tommy's outfit.
I loved that cardigan with the embossed golf ball on the bottom. That looked very sharp.
You said he looked like Golem.
Because he looked so uncomfortable out there today. He looked hunched over. He looked very miserable. Other than Jason Day, he seemed like he was having the least amount of fun on the course.
Well, Jason Day got a ride out. He didn't even have to walk back to the clubhouse when he withdrew.
Yeah, that's rough.
Ben Coles? No, that's not.
What were you going to say about Ben Coles?
Did he just win something?
I thought he won the qualifier to get in, didn't he? Did he win on KFT? I couldn't imagine how easy it has to be putting somewhere for Ben Coles to win. As someone who's backed Ben Coles many a times.
Also, okay, so
He won the BMW Charity Pro-Am on the Corn Ferry Tour like 3 weeks ago.
Corn Ferry. This is a slight diversion, and then I'll let it go.
We're going to talk about Jake Nichols?
Like, okay.
The schedule.
Like, it's the U.S. Open, and he's doing a press conference. He's got to make it about himself. He's got to talk about the Canadian Open becoming a Corn Ferry Tour event, and he's got to draw all the conversation about the whole conversation after that is just, what did Rory say at a press conference for the rest of the afternoon? And it's just like he took over, and he knew what he was doing. He took over all the conversation about the upcoming U.S. Open and the championship and made it all about his comments about tier 2 events and like the Canadian Open becoming a tier 2 event probably. And it's like, that wasn't the time for that. Like, I just didn't like that. I don't know. Not the day or two before a major championship.
Can I ask a question? The vote. Apparently, there's a vote next week.
Next Tuesday.
He's using, whether like him or hate him for it, he has a platform and, he can probably move people or, sway opinions. When's he supposed to do that? After a round where he might shoot 77?
I don't think he needs to do that there.
He got laid up. Someone asked him a question. Someone put it on a tee for him.
He didn't have
Rory,
to.
one of the things we like about Rory is he kind of puts himself out there. And he feels comfortable enough to wear whatever criticism he's going to wear. And obviously a lot of that live stuff, he got a lot of thick skin for it. I don't know that it helped his golf game at that time, as we've seen other guys who sort of try to take charge on advisory councils, but I don't know when else someone I don't know, Scotty laid down a marker that if you ask a question like that potentially after a round, you're going to get called an idiot. So I don't know when else you're supposed to do it other than the time where he's sitting in that setting of, that full scrum.
I like that he stood up for the Canadian Open.
That he couldn't be bothered to play in.
He played it the 5 years previous to that.
Didn't play it this year.
He resuscitated that tournament.
And yet he wasn't there this year. He was white knighting in the tournament that he couldn't be bothered to go to this year.
I don't understand.
Your Rory hate is really weird.
Yeah, this poor tournament that I didn't play in, I hope it doesn't lose its status that I didn't tee up in. Because you see, last year it wasn't the week before the U.S. Open, right? Oh, wait, yeah, it was. What about the year before? Oh, yeah, it was the week before the U.S. Open then, too. But no, this year he couldn't be bothered to go to it. And, what a travesty that people might not go to it.
You're
just like
so obnoxious.
I'm the obnoxious one?
Yes, on this, you're being very obnoxious.
I don't think so. That's why I said I knew where this might go, which is why I didn't want to spend too much time on it, but I didn't care for it, but whatever. That's my opinion.
I just want to know when was he to do that?
Let him talk to the members in the clubhouse, the people who are voters. He doesn't need to use that as a grandstanding platform. I don't think that he needs that.
Well, it actually got attention. It got people talking.
Of course it did. It got all the attention.
What would you prefer the attention be on?
The tournament itself.
Well, he's showing it right now. He's in third place?
He played some very good golf today. In fact, he had his first eagle in 9 years, I heard.
It felt, Geoff, like watching Rory's round, that it was a bit of a lucky round.
A bit, but he
listen,
he played good golf today.
It must be exhausting. Holy Jesus. And this is coming from a guy who can, get in the guts of shit. So,
Geoff, did you bet Fleetwood?
No, but let's go. I didn't bet Fleetwood or Ludwig, and maybe that's all they need.
Now, Tommy gained a whole bunch of strokes putting today because he made a bunch of mid-rangers, but it felt like he just didn't have any feel for 3-foot putts. Like he gave away some of these strokes, which you just can't do in this tournament.
Yeah, and let's see.
And he made it up on the other side. I get that, but you're going to have to make them all if you want to have the chance.
Exactly. You got to make them all. Or more, not all, but close to.
Two guys to watch tomorrow, by the way. They're both at even right now, gaining a ton of strokes on approach and losing on putting. Neiman and Henley.
Oh, dude. Let's go! Both of them, please.
With Neiman, sometimes he can't putt, sometimes he can. Henley would be weird if he just lost a bunch of strokes putting.
Neiman's got 19th written all over him. For this
Neiman has T6 written all over him.
Maybe. I don't know. Wyndham's performance today took a little bit of the wind out of my sails. I'm not going to lie.
What does that mean?
I didn't think
just golf sad because someone you said can't win. Is
no, not even that. Wouldn't have mattered to me honestly who it was, as long as it was like a legit name. Like,
and he's a U.S. Open champion.
That's what I mean. He's a legit name. So when you do that, it sort of takes a bit of the wind out of my sails. It's like,
but everyone chasing him is legit.
I'm a little worried that this tournament I love could be over in 24 hours.
Rory was at less than an hour into Saturday at the Masters. Rory won, but less than an hour into round 3, he gave that whole lead back that we said was over.
Yes,
in our cut sweat show going off air.
Yes, he did. But that's sort of what he does.
And this is going to be a spot.
Wyndham can do that.
But this is also a spot where you can give it away a lot quicker. No one's
probably don't get me wrong. If I bet Wyndham, I'm like a peacock right now.
Oh, listen. If I had,
but you don't want to be the leader. Like ideally, if I had to write up my situation for guys I bet on, it's like just stay stalking the 3 3/4 days, please. Stay stalking.
I want to ask the chat this, and maybe you can put the poll in, Jared, if you do it. Is because I think this is a very interesting situation. If you had bet on Wyndham Clark or bet on anyone, but let's say you've bet on Wyndham Clark and he is 6 under through 15 holes in round 1, he has a 4-shot lead. How do you feel about that?
You should be
Great,
ecstatic.
you need every strike.
Are you though? Like, do you like to get this hyped on an outright bet early in a tournament? Because I feel
I'm
like
not
this
thinking
never wins for me. Like, this guy just loses.
I'm not thinking I won, but I'm starting to pace. Yeah.
But then you have 4 days of pacing, and it makes when he doesn't win even worse.
Of course.
Like, I feel good with Matty Fitz right now.
You should feel great.
He played awesome.
If you've got
He had
Matty Fitz,
3 shitholes.
if you've got Rom, if you've got Rory, you just feel great. Like, survive the first round. Like, your best punches are gonna come still.
See, I think Rom's in a great spot, and I don't know if he's gonna make another 61-foot putt for birdie or whatever. But his approach game was terrible, relatively speaking, to everyone else who's like at the top of this leaderboard, except for Ryder Cowan, who lost strokes on approach. But Rom lost strokes on approach as well. But every time, it didn't matter where it was, Jeff, around the green, he just spun it to the hole and stopped it. Every time. His short game was amazing today. I wonder if he led in around the green. He didn't chip in at any point, but Yellow Miraju, number 1 around the green. He chipped in on 18.
How was Bryson around the green?
Bryson is, I'm going to guess he's probably right around even.
Like, he's avoided, by the looks of it, he's avoided the blow up in round 1, which has been his nemesis in the last several majors. And as we looked at the stats, he either top 10s or he misses the cut. So he's probably not missing the cut this week, folks.
Well,
and that means he's going to be someone to talk about come Sunday. It doesn't mean he's going to win, but he's in the hunt.
So I thought it was, I mentioned this when I did the show with Cam last night, Jeff, is that I was staring at Bryson 50-1. I was like, should I bet? This seems outrageous at this point, that if he has figured it out, and I think he hit every fairway but one.
It looked like it, yeah, like he did.
I don't know if that's going to persist throughout the course of the week once it firms up. Like, some of those might just run through, and then he's got.
But he also showed he was willing to ratchet back today too. So if the fairways do get the fire in them that they usually get, he can take out a driving iron or whatever, or a 3 metal and lay it in the right spots. If he's showing some discipline, he's in the hunt.
I thought Rory did a good job of discipline off the tee today.
I agree. Like, as much as I've been critical of Rory for the last half hour, I thought Rory's golf today was, by and large, pretty darn impressive.
And I think we haven't given Clark his proper due, in fairness. He played
I have.
But he's played amazing today.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe the course wasn't set up in a weird way. Maybe he broke the course and played it. He made every putt. He's just making everything.
Yeah, but he was getting the ball to check.
I think we gave him his due when you read out how he stat line through the driving approach and putting. Like, that's what else you can't. Nothing else to say. You wish the guys you had money on did that.
I was proud of Gary today too. Gary was playing some good golf today too.
Beautiful.
Gary saved his ass on the really long par 5, number 16 on the back. He just made a huge par putt. And he was like dead.
To see Gary and Dustin sort of in the mix and playing really good golf, like, that's encouraging. That's what I want to see.
Watching Dustin drive the ball, Jeff, when he's rolling, you forget how beautiful
the tee was in his pocket before the ball was even on the turf. He had a 400-yard drive on that hole.
He outdrove Rory, didn't he?
He made par on that hole.
I love him. I'm confident the PGA Tour is going to take care of him with some like legends. They can make their own rules in the same way they wrote a rule like that specifically meant for like 3 guys when Brooks came back. They're going to like write a rule that if you've done like X, Y, and Z, it's going to like just be DJ.
We want him at the top of the board because I said to Pat, this is the last year of his exemption from being a U.S. Open champion. We want him.
And he's not going to try to qualify.
No way.
They might give him special status though. If something happens with Liv,
maybe,
and he can't play in all of the premier PGA Tour events to play himself in, they might be like, it'd be like if Brooks didn't have an exemption this year.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, Brooks hasn't been able to play the right events to get himself in. They'll be like, all right.
Yeah, they might.
More so than
hope. I'm biased. I mean, I obviously I hope that's true.
But I brought this up to Keith, and Keith poo-pooed me on it, but you're seeing some of these live guys that were kind of left for dead and didn't care, kind of get their games back a little bit with live on life support.
Yeah, this was a good day for live golfers.
You're right. Except for Wyndham Clark. Remember when he was rumored to go to live?
And he had always seemed like someone who would, but nonetheless.
I wonder why he didn't go.
I don't know.
I kind of wish Cantlay had gone.
Cantlay.
But what did Cantlay finish at? I saw him make a birdie at one point. That was nice of him.
I'm not sure.
Single favorite thing about I love it sucked that it got delayed because I was so jazzed up to watch the first shot.
At least 4 over.
No, that's no good.
With TK
Kim?
Yeah.
Yeah, TK Kim's there. Oh, Laurie Cantor, another live guy, finished at 2 over. Low live is like a real thing here. So let's see, where's the live guys? You got Dustin and Rom both tied at 2. Bryson's at 1.
Neiman even.
You could have told me Angel Hidalgo was on live, but he's not.
No, he's not.
Yeah, then
Pooch was doing okay.
Neiman's at Pooch was not doing good. He's the guy that I needed to do well for that DraftKings lineup that has Dustin and everyone good in it. Yeah, and then it's Neiman.
Does Laurie Cantor count for live?
Yeah, he's back. They consider him.
He's back on live.
GMAC, not so much today.
GMAC was having a day.
He was, and then he wasn't.
I did love how they were able to fill that time in the morning because, like I said, I was jazzed up. It sucked that there was a delay. I really wanted to watch golf and watch this course. But they interviewed Patty Harrington. They interviewed GMAC. GMAC seemed like he was just having a great time.
GMAC would be a great color commentator. He was always gregarious when he played every week.
Yeah,
he's got forced to get the Irish accent, which is a huge help.
Yeah,
and he's very knowledgeable and friendly.
But they even commented about how good of an interview Patty Harrington is.
Oh, he's fantastic.
But I don't think he would be a good commentator.
Maybe not Harrington as much, but I think McDowell would be. Awesome.
GMAC. I feel like he used to do the booth or do some Sky Sports stuff before live, when he'd like miss cuts at big events. I agree. I agree. I think he'd be really good at it.
Were you watching the Golf Channel coverage of the Canadian Open last week when they had Weir and Dillette in the booth?
Yeah. I thought they were okay.
I thought they were good.
I thought they were good. They were fine. Yeah. I had no problem with it. Weir's
I like hold on.
Off guard. Dillette's voice I'm used to. Weir's a little off guard for me, but once I didn't mind it.
Well, I like that idea of having, obviously not every single tournament is a national open and you have Canadians in there, but having just people who are familiar with the course or familiar with like that location. I like that idea of having them on like at the end of the Golf Channel coverage as it bleeds into CBS. Yep. Then you get them out of there. I think they provided.
Furyk was good this morning.
What's that?
Furyk was good on USA.
Really good, yeah.
He did some good color today.
Well, who was it that did the commentary at Colonial?
I'm not sure.
Oh. Was it Ben Griffin who just went into the booth, Jeff?
Yes, he was awesome.
He was awesome?
He was so funny. He was even, I don't remember who ended up winning.
Henley.
Oh, Poston?
Henley won.
Henley. Oh, yeah, but who blew it?
Someone blew, I thought Henley was just out in front, wasn't he?
No, didn't Henley catch someone? Someone gagged that.
Oh, why are all these tournaments
Eric
running?
Cole?
Oh, yeah, Eric Cole. Yeah, that's exactly right.
And like even, Griffin finishes at 12. At this moment, Cole's like still at 13 or 14. The other guys haven't made their move. And Griffin's like even kind of like, oh, I hope he misses. Like guys don't say that. Like he was so fun. He was so insightful.
Johnny Miller used to say that.
He gets it. What a great guy. I love Ben Griffin content.
What did Johnny Miller say?
Johnny used to basically cheer against people.
Well, and Johnny used to cheer again, just say how easy a bad lie was and how great he would hit the shot.
that you could put that's a chip in right there. That's really not a very hard putt. Oh, a lot of money left on the table missing that putt.
I liked Furyk earlier today.
I said that. Yeah, Furyk was great this morning. I thought he was insightful.
And I actually thought Smiley wearing a suit in the booth was pretty good today. Pretty good coverage, honestly.
Yeah,
there was too many commercials.
Better than having Brandel in the booth like they did a couple years ago.
I didn't think Brandel was that bad.
He wasn't great.
Even the website, the USGA website here, when you go to the leaderboard, they show you live feeds of featured groups. And usually in Canada, we're like blocked from that. It was working normally.
You were one-upping the app earlier today.
I thought the app was great. It was unlike the Masters one. See, the Masters one got too complicated. It got too fancy for its own. Everyone told them how great the app was. And they were like, well, we have so much power behind this. And then it got delayed. And then you can't like find out where people are at. Like if you want to see all the shots, you just click on the guy's face like it's Instagram. It just shows you all the shots.
Yeah, that is really
awesome.
Cool.
But it doesn't force you to watch it.
Right.
Which is great. But I found like real time wise, it was up to snuff. The coverage itself felt very behind. Like if you were streaming the featured groups, like that stuff was happening 5-10 minutes before they showed it on the broadcast, but that's not out of the ordinary, really.
On Thursday, Friday, that can happen. Yeah.
There was a point during the afternoon wave, actually, when I was driving over to the studio and I was listening to it on the radio, that it seemed like Xander was just going to be -7.
Xander was playing really good, and he just fell off a cliff.
Where did he finish? Where is he now?
1 over,
2 over. Where did he go?
I think he bogeyed like 4 of 7 holes when he went fescue to fescue. That wasn't good.
Well, and Rory was the same way. Like, he was playing great and had a 2-stroke lead, and then he bogeyed both holes coming in.
I can't find him. Where is he?
The WD?
Xander, yeah, 2 over through 15.
Now take a look at the rabbit hole stats here on Xander. Yeah, the approach play is not great for Xander. The putting has been fantastic. So the guys at the top of the leaderboard who haven't been outrageous putting at this point, let's see here. Dustin really is the only one who isn't lighting it up with at least a stroke putting. Corey Connors has plus 0.7. Pete Satsune, 0.5, but his chipping stats are off the chart good. Neiman's losing, Henley's losing. Jason D WD'd. Hideki, minus a stroke. Hideki is lingering. He's +1, can't putt. Approach is great, hitting fairway. Everyone's hitting fairways.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
Do you think that changes, Jeff? I know the fairways are wider than they were last time around, and it was super windy today. But if they firm out these fairways, do you think that balls start rolling through?
I would hope so, but you can get away with a lot of duck hooks, it feels like.
And a lot of the lies didn't seem as bad.
No, other than the one Reed had.
There was a couple of them. Yeah, the one that Reed had, the one that Hatton had. There was one where Brooks
Are people angry at this, other than Tim? Is there a consensus angry at the USGA?
Not yet. That if it looks again tomorrow like it did today, yes, there will be a furor around the USGA setting up this course again.
Drew in the chat says, I didn't enjoy the app when it told me Horschel had 2 feet for eagle on 5, then updated to him putting for an 8. And then they showed the highlights of it. That was brutal.
Yeah, that was not good.
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
I watched a ton of the Goddard, Cam Young, and Brooks group earlier on this morning. And I don't know what Brooks was thinking. He was down in the rough, and he probably had to fly it, I don't know, probably 195 in the air into the wind. And he went for it instead of laying up and just found himself in the bunker and it absolutely screwed him.
You need to have your caddy at that point step in and say, look, this is not the time to make a shot like that.
Speaking of that.
That's a Sunday shot, not a Thursday shot.
But that is a setup too. Jeff, did you see Ludwig's caddy talk him off of a shot on that hole where Rory flared it out to the right and still made par?
I didn't.
So he was it wasn't a similar spot. He was in a similar spot as Rory. Rory had a better lie. But his ball was propped up on grass. And the caddy was like, if you go for this, you might spray it left, you might spray it right, and you are dead if you do it. And Ludwig ended up making bogey on it because he ended up missing a putt. But if him just getting talked off of that and listening, I thought was good for his chances going forward in this tournament. Playing the right shot.
And other tournaments, maybe.
But especially in this one, don't make doubles.
Nope, that's right.
If you have to make a bogey, that's fine. Guys are going to make bogeys.
What are Jordan's numbers?
Steve?
Jordan seemed like he was all over the course and not putting well.
He kept chipping everything to 5 feet.
That's what I mean, and missing all his putts.
Let's see here.
I thought Jordan actually was playing good.
Old Jordan
was striking the ball very well today.
But they also showed him a ton.
Of course,
he's 3 over.
Okay,
and he's losing almost 2 strokes putting.
Okay,
former U.S. Open winner. Though.
He is a former U.S. Open winner.
So how do you feel about the McGreeveys, the Ryder Cowens, the Sam Stevens of the world? You watched a lot of Sam Stevens.
I would put Sam Stevens in a slightly different category.
He made every putt.
He did, but do I think he could finish top 15? Yes, I do.
What do you
I don't think the other guys do. I think the other guys have a real chance to not playing on the weekend.
Well, the only guy that we didn't talk about here is the #1 player in the world who had a bad day.
Course played too hard for him. I was saying to you earlier, not that he has any weaknesses because he doesn't have any weaknesses, but the really, really hard courses are not good for him. Oakmont was not good for him. Pinehurst #2 wasn't very good for him. This course not very good for him. If he has a kryptonite, is that the hardest courses don't tend to bring out his best golf,
which is strange.
It is strange, but I mean, it's okay if where you struggle the most
day,
are the hardest places.
Back in the day, I think you could say the same about Rory. No,
yeah, when Rory won majors, he ran away with them. Yeah.
Well, and people always said that he would win if anything was single digits, he just simply couldn't win. Although I think he won in an Open Championship.
No, he won the Open Championship. He had a big score to par.
It was at Royal Liverpool.
Like,
right?
look at Rory's early, other than the congressional win. Like, look at his U.S. Open resume in the last handful of years compared to earlier in his career.
I cited it on the show on Monday.
Oh, no,
right?
Absolutely. But if you do that same thing and take a look at Scheffler's, it's 2nd, 3rd, 7th, 41st. Like, he's been amazing at U.S. Opens.
Yeah, but when it's at the very hardest courses, he doesn't quite play as well. He played better at the Country Club. Country Club wasn't as hard.
Well, what was the winner? -.
What'd you say
7?
the winning score is going to be, Tim?
Well, what do I think it's going to be now? I think the winning score is going to be like 4 under. Because I do think they're going to crank this thing up.
Clark, hold on. If I told you Wyndham Clark wasn't going to win, like that was a guarantee, what would you think the winning score is going to be?
Still think around 3 or 4 under. Like, it'll back up, but I think somebody will shoot either probably on Sunday when maybe they want scoring to be a little bit more gettable. Someone will shoot like 66 on Sunday, and that'll be enough.
What do you think the cut is going to be? We're doing the Cut Sweat live tomorrow, so we'll know then. But
4 over par, 5 over par.
I guess it depends.
Hard to say because we don't know what the conditions are going to look like, right? If it's as benign as it says right now, then maybe it even moves up some. But like, it doesn't take much for that place to turn into a washing machine.
Have you been paying attention to what Neiman is up to here, Geoff?
Is it bad?
Well, someone just said that in the chat that Neiman is laying 6 in the fairway on whatever hole he's on.
Oh, fuck off.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, he is. He put 2 out of bounds off the tee. It looks like.
Just.
Oh,
I don't want to say that. I don't want to get you striked.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, he's going bankways here.
He might make 10.
He might make 9 or 10. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Motherfucker.
Well, no, there we go.
Well, we're live. Can't beep it out now.
No, yeah, that just thank me. You can still thank me. It was going to be a lot worse.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
Could have involved like personal harm.
Let's not even go there.
Yeah, let's not do that. You know what? That was good for a round 1 recap. We still have round 1 to go. We'll cover the rest on the Cut Sweat tomorrow.
Go Henley.
Go Henley. Go Fitz. Go Henley is where I'm at right now.
Go Shinnecock. Make it harder tomorrow.
Yeah, go.
I am really cheering for Rory. I don't know what Tim's hate is.
I'm not cheering against him. I told you on Monday, I felt like, I didn't pick him. I felt he had a really good chance to win this week. I felt like it was a good course setup. He's been playing great at U.S. Opens. I just will have to watch Saturday and Sunday with the sound off. That's all.
Okay.
Because it's just like, you mentioned he's like Tiger. That's the way they treat him now. It's like, it's so sugary sweet the way they treat. It's like, oh my goodness. Like, the man has no flaws, apparently. He can make everything about himself and nobody cares. Okay. But he's playing great golf. And you can't take that from him. He's playing great golf.
All right. So check us out. I think we're going to go at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, Geoff. Does that sound right? Because they're going to have to go late again.
Yeah. 5.
We'll figure it out.
I don't think any earlier than 5, but 5 would be fine, I think.
All right, so tune in there live on Mayo Media Network. Sub to the channel, become a sub so you can participate in the chat as we're going along. It's going to be a ton of fun. I want to thank Geoff. I want to thank you for tuning in. Cuss, Jared behind the glass, and I'll see you next time.